So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
I know you feel this way. Coming after you.
Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack and today I've got another NU battle for you. This time it's against a fella called TheGreatMat with one T in the name Matt. And he said this is his first NU battle, so that's pretty interesting. I did not get a channel name from him because he did leave the Smogon chat early. I don't think it's his first battle, period. I think it's just his first NU battle. But anyway, we've got some interesting teams here. I have a Trick Room team. I decided that I wanted to use Sudowoodo. I just like the Pokemon, so I decided to put him on a team, see what I can do with him. And I was also looking at Lampent and thinking that he's looking pretty promising. So when you put those two together, it's pretty obvious that you're going to go with the Trick Room team. That just adds up to a really good Trick Room combination. So the rest of the team is built around those two, and he is using a pretty interesting team as well in that he only has offensive Pokemon and he has 3 water types. So that's kind of interesting. He doesn't have any defensive pivots, and he is just going all out offense. So let's see what we can do about that. So I had this sniggling little suspicion that he was going to lead off with Sawk to begin with, and I don't really know why. I guess I just figure because it's his Scarfer. Well, that's the obvious candidate for him being Scarf, and since he doesn't really have any defensive pokes to lead off with, I might as well lead off with my girl Gamer, Gothitelle, who will tank pretty much anything that this guy has to throw at it because it is physically defensive. He just goes straight for the close combat, I guess, hoping to catch somebody on the switch, or maybe thinking that I was especially defensive, which I believe most Gothitelles are. But I'm just going to get to set up a Trick Room on that turn, and now I'm faster, so obviously he doesn't want to take a stab, super effective Psychic with the defense drop from close combat, so I know he's going to switch. And that allows me to switch out into Marowak, who can hopefully get a sweep going. And he's actually just an all-out attacker with a thick club, which boosts his attack. And I'm just going to go for a double edge on this Cincinno. And the reason for that was I didn't want him to switch into Altaria and take the Earthquake, which is the obvious choice. I think an Earthquake would have KO'd there, but surprisingly, Double Edge does not KO, despite the fact that Cincinno is not a bulky Pokemon at all. I don't know if maybe he has some defense EVs in this thing or something, but it doesn't KO. I'm just going to finish it off with a Thunder Punch in case, again, he wanted to go out into Altaria, I could at least get neutral damage. And he's going to go out into a Simipour, which is pretty interesting, considering he knows now that I have the Thunder Punch. So I'm just going to go for it again, and surprisingly, that doesn't kill either. I can't believe it, because the Simi Trio is incredibly weak. They're all not bulky Pokemon, not weak, but they're very flimsy. They don't take hits very well, and to my amazement, he does not get any KOs. I'm left really unimpressed with Marowak here. So anyway, I'm gonna come in and revenge kill with Woody's Gamer Tag. My Trick Room is done, so I'm just gonna go for the Sucker Punch, finish him off there, and I am gonna take some Life Orb recoil for dealing next to no damage, which kind of sucks, but not that big a deal. I get the feeling that he's probably going to go straight for a Hydro Pump rather than predict my switch, so I'm going to switch into Tentacool, who will take this quite nicely, but he does miss anyway, so I don't think it made that much of a difference, but he's going to get really unlucky with some of these misses, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So he goes for the Shell Smash, and I'm actually kind of just going to let that happen, because I'm pretty sure that Tentacool can tank his hits pretty nicely even after the Shell Smash, because usually the attacks that Gorbis carries are Surf or Hydro Pump and Hidden Power Grass and Ice Beam. Hidden Power Grass is going to hit neutral, and I'll resist the other two. So I'm like, yeah, I got this. This is good. Good time to set up my spikes. And if he wants to Shell Smash again, that'll be even better, because then I'll start hitting really powerful Giga Drains. Well, relatively powerful for a Tentacool anyway. And that'll allow me to get some of my health back and stuff. But unfortunately, he was carrying the White Herb, as we saw earlier, so he didn't get the total special defense drop. He didn't get the sharp defense drop, just the one stage. And I'm just going to sit here and go for the Giga Drains. He's kind of cycling through his attacks, I guess, just trying to figure out which is going to do the most damage. It turns out to be the Hydro Pump by far, which I'm not surprised by at all, even though I resist. And yeah, he's going to go for another Hydro Pump and miss that one. Now, that probably would have killed Tentacool. I'm not sure from that range. I think it would have. But I'm totally willing to just let Tentacool die at this range, because I'm ready for Sudowoodo to come in and revenge kill this thing with Sucker Punch. But nope, he's going to keep missing, which is really unfortunate, because now I'm getting all of my health back and just slowly picking away at him with Giga Drain. That is really unfortunate. I'm not entirely sure it gave me a huge advantage in the game, because as I said, I was totally willing to lose my tentacle at this point, but it does suck. You hate to see that. It's just, it sucks. You don't want to see that. But he goes into Altaria here, who I thought might be the only defensive Pokemon on his team, but nope. He goes straight for an Earthquake. I figured he might want to like set up a Dragon Dance or something if he was going to go offensive, or, you know, maybe, I don't know. I think I went for like a Toxic or a Knockoff. To like scout what kind of build he is. If you get a knockoff and you see that he's like leftovers, you know it's probably a setup or a defensive build. But no, he just goes straight for the attack. He's using Life Orb. He's got Life Orbs on a lot of guys here. So anyway, I'm going to go into GreatMat, who's going to get another Trick Room up. Take the Outrage. Okay. I really don't want to stay in and lose that because I really need Gothitelle to counter his Sawk, because Gothitelle does a fantastic job walling Sawk. So I'm gonna switch out into Woody's Gamertag again because I'm fairly sure that he can live one Outrage. I'm not too worried about him getting one-hit KO'd by a non-boosted Altaria, because Altaria's got pretty crappy attack without it being boosted by Dragon Dance. So I'm just gonna go out into him. He gets the Confuse, and I'm under Trick Room, so I'm faster. So I'm just gonna go for the Stone Edge, finish him off in one hit, because this is a physical attacker. He's got since he's in a Trick Room team, he's got a full HP investment and a full attack investment with, I think, Brave Nature. Is that the, I forget, it's the minus speed plus attack nature, but that's going to do a lot of damage to that Altaria and take it out in one hit. Gonna go out into his Huntail to try to take it out, and surprisingly the Wood Hammer doesn't kill. I am getting a lot of non-KOs that I'm expecting to KO. This is my first time playing with this team, so I guess I'm still kind of learning who's got what sort of power, but he's just going to easily finish me off with that Waterfall, since I didn't manage to KO with the Wood Hammer. But anyway, just going to Revenge Kill with Lampent, because he can always set up a Trick Room, and I think after this my Trick Room is done, but he only has Sawk left, and he's Choice Scarfed it because I frisked it earlier. He's basically got to lock himself into either Earthquake or Stone Edge now, and that's not looking too good for him, because my other Pokemon who you guys haven't seen is Executor, and he resists Earthquake, but Stone Edge is inaccurate, and it's also not going to do that much to Gothitelle. I mean, Earthquake's going to deal the same amount, but it's at least accurate. But anyway, I take that Stone Edge pretty damn nicely, I'm not going to lie. I think he missed one earlier. That obviously didn't matter at this point, because all I need is for Gothitelle to get up Trick Room, and then if she dies, it's fine, because Executor can just come in with Choice Specs and blast him down, because he's faster, with a Stab Psychic. And even if he gets a Rock Slide off, or sorry, Stone Edge, even if he gets a Stone Edge off, I doubt he's going to be able to one-hit KO Executor, but that ends up not mattering because he does not kill me with this Stone Edge either. Gothitelle's just being an absolute beast, taking all of these hits like a champ, and he's going to go for another Psychic, or she's going to go for another Psychic, and finish the game. So that's going to be it. So thank you for the match, Matt, GreatMat, and if you do see this video up online, feel free to PM me your channel or type it in the comment section. I'll be sure to put it in the description so that the good folks at home can go and visit your channel. And if I had to offer some advice, use some defensive Pokemon. Everybody says that Stall doesn't work in NU, and that's correct. You really can't play a Stall team, but that doesn't mean you can't use defensive Pokemon. I recommend a defensive core of one physical wall and one special wall, and even though you're not going to stall anybody out, you need them to switch your defensive pivot. You need them as defensive pivots to take attacks for your offensive Pokemon. You can't just Revenge Kill all the time. But other than that, I did think it was interesting that it was a full offense team. I've actually never had a match like that before, but still very interesting. So thanks for the match, and thank you guys for watching. Of course, you can like the video if you liked it, and I will see you guys later.